everyone, it's Lexi and welcome back to my channel. I have a what sold last week for you video today. So just real quick, if you're new here, thanks so much for clicking and checking out my channel. I am a part-time reseller. I go out, I thrift, I go to garage sales. I basically buy or donated people's things that they don't want anymore and I flip them online for a profit. And it's a great way for me to stay home with my toddler and not have to work so much at my day job, which is an oncology nurse. So I love it. It's a great little gig, and if it's something you're interested in, please think about subscribing and wherever it is so you can follow along on my journey. So I am super excited because if you've been watching my what solds since I started doing them consistently, which was like the month of October, and now this was basically the last full week of November, I had like big spike and then I kind of, you know, dropped back down, and last week it went up and then this week I'm going back up. So I'm really hoping that in the next few weeks I'll have another 1K in gross sales week. So anyway, spoiler alert, right? My sales were better this week than even last week. So let's just get into it because I have a lot to go over. I have yeah, so we're gonna start with Posh, which was my most successful platform. So actually, before I even get into it, I want to kind of like preface this video by saying this was the week of Thanksgiving, and during that week I worked 2 night shifts and then I had Thanksgiving, and in fact I worked the night shift before Thanksgiving, so I did not sleep that day. And so whenever I work, it's really hard for me because I work at the night shift. I work 12-hour night shifts. It's very difficult for me to keep up with my reselling at the level that I do when I'm not working as often. So weeks when I work 2, it's rough. And then add on Thanksgiving, reselling definitely wasn't my priority every day this last week. And you can see it in my sales on eBay, Mercari, because they were lower. However, my Posh sales have like gone crazy, and it's because of my VA, and so that kind of can run by itself, and I'm able to delegate my sharing to my VA, and that really has helped so much. So if you are considering a VA, if you've never had a VA, whatever it is, I am going to link the video up here about my experience having a VA with Reseller Assistant, and then I will link below. It is an affiliate link. I just got it. But I would never tell y'all a product or service that I didn't back 100%, and they have been nothing but amazing to me. And you know, I mean, proof is in the pudding. Like, my sales have increased dramatically since I started using them. So anyway, if you're interested in that, click that link below. Otherwise, let's just get into the Poshmark sales and I'll show you how amazing it is. So I have the pictures on my phone, so I'll be looking down. So it's so funny that I sold these Brighton shoes because someone had told me that Brighton was one of their like bread and butter favorite shoes to pick up because it sold frequently, and I was like, I've never picked one up. Well, I picked this pair up and it sold in less than a week, if I'm not mistaken, for $40. It was an offer to me and I paid $4 for them. So next we have this, oh, I don't even remember. Is that like Zanana Outfitters? Hey guys, sorry about that. So I have a 3-year-old little boy, so if you hear anything in the background, it's him playing, or the TV, so I apologize, but I'm here by myself because my husband's working, so I had to find some way to occupy him. Okay, and now the door's closed. Okay, so this vest is Zanana Outfitters. I think it's a boutique brand. This was just donated to me, so I went ahead and listed it, and it really didn't take very long to sell for an offer to likers for $14. So this was a nail biter for me. These Ugg boots, they were the mammoth fringe suede boots, and oh my gosh, I paid up for them. Okay, I paid $30 for them, and I was terrified that it was a bad decision. I've never sold Ugg boots before because I've never found them, and I mean, I know that they can go for a lot, but for me, $30 is, you know, a lot of investment. I'm a small business, you know, small little side hustle. So the idea of putting $30 into something scares me. Now, in the last few weeks, I've definitely increased my investments in items. I've definitely been paying up for items. And it has been paying off, and it paid off with these because they sold within 12 hours for an offer to me for 60 bucks. And so that ended up being a $20 profit within a few hours. So I'm glad that I took that risk. So then we have this, oh, I don't even know the brand. It's a vintage plaid skirt. So, Rags to Riches, which I'll link her below. She has a YouTube channel and she does amazing hauls, and she is just such a character. I wish that we could meet in person. But anyway, she said that she was doing well selling plaid skirts, vintage plaid skirts and dresses, and she was putting Clueless in the title because Clueless is kind of a look coming back right now, which is amazing because Clueless was a thing when I was younger. So that's what I did with this, and it sold an offer to Likers for $24, and I paid $1. So next, this was kind of an iffy buy. I took a chance. I paid up for these Twisted X moccasin booties for toddlers. I paid $10 for them. I thought I was hoping to get like 40 or 50, but in 2 days I got an offer for 25, and like re-looking at comps, I realized that might be the best I get. And for such a quick flip, I decided to go ahead and take it. So there you go. So this brand is Charlotte Stone, which even when I purchased them, I did not realize that they are an Anthropologie brand. These exact shoes were sold at Anthropologie, and they were Dorsey flats. I'm gonna put that name here because it's a new term that I've learned about for flats that have the cutouts on the side of the shoes. They were black calf hair. They were in really good condition. I paid $6 for them, and they sold an offer to me for $35. So this was a fun little find because it was a Sparrow by Anthropologie dress, and it happened to be one that Taylor Swift wore in the movie Valentine's Day. So it made for a nice little like feature right here that a celeb wore it in a movie. I paid $6 for it. It was in great condition, and it sold for $30 on an offer to me. I picked this up at one of my Goodwill's $2 day sale because I love quirky things like this in my closet. They just make me happy. I love graphic tees and just fun things like this. And hey, it sold for $20 on an offer to Likers. I paid $2 for it, and I'm sure it's making someone very happy. This was also picked up that same day at the $2 sale. It was at Topshop, turtleneck, oversized tunic dress, sold for $20 and offered to Likers. It had a lot of interest. This was such a cute find for $1 at a local thrift store, not a Goodwill. It was just a vintage Christmas sweater, but it was those ones from the 90s where it was like a material and then they used the puffy paint to like do the details. It was so cute. I was very tempted to keep it for myself or at least wear it, but I knew it was gonna do well, and it did. It sold for $25 on offer to me very quickly, like in a day or two, I think. Less than a week for sure. This was also picked up on that $2 day. It was just a mesh crop top USA Olympics tank top muscle shirt. It sold for $20 on an offer to Likers in less than a month. I love Christmas sweaters, so I have a bunch in my closet, and I'm so glad to see them going during the season. So this was Crazy Horse vintage sweater. It had the puppy dogs. I couldn't pass up the little doggies. And I paid $4 for this. It sold for $20 on an offer to Likers. All of my offers to Likers, of course, have that shipping discount, just so you know. So that is another $2 coming out. So I mean, like, technically I sold that for $18. So just like bear that in mind. When I send offers, it's never free shipping, but it has to be the $4.99 shipping. So anyway, so these Old Navy new with tag flannel pajama pants, I sold the exact same pair, size, knew the tags, everything last season, and when I saw them, I knew that they were gonna be an easy sell. So I picked them up for $2 and they sold for $9 in less than 24 hours. I mean, it's not a whole lot of profit, but it was so easy to list. Like, I don't even measure these because they're new with tags. So new with tag Old Navy does well for me because people who shop at Old Navy, they usually do so a lot. I mean, I know I do. I think this is Old Navy top, and they know their sizes, you know, so they seek it out and they buy it. Okay, so this was a very quick flip and I loved this piece. It was in such good condition. So this was a vintage Victoria's Secret Teddy one-piece bodysuit, and it was the gold label. So the gold label was like 90s and 80s, and someone sent an offer to me for $28. I paid $3, so I happily took that. It was in such good condition. Okay, so I was really excited to find this, and then it kind of sat, not for a long time. This is a vintage Columbia 3-in-1 ski jacket, and it's sat probably for like a month to 2 months, and I don't know why. I just thought it was gonna go faster, but I found this at a hole-in-the-wall thrift store with my mom for $5, and I was so excited. It definitely had some wear. It had definitely been worn, and I think some of it might just be that it needs to be washed, but I'm terrified of putting these vintage ski suits in the washer. They say they can be washed, but I mean, they're old and I don't want to ruin them, so I just sell them as is, and they can attempt to put them in the washer. But yeah, this actually, I had sent a bunch of offers out. Every time I get a like, I send an offer. Always 20%, just so you know, always 20% with the discount. Unless it's been sitting longer, I might do 30%. But for me, I just feel like, and this is just me, like, you don't have to do this, but I know that if I was a shopper, 10% is not enough. Now, maybe if it's like a $200 item, 10% is a good chunk, but when it's like a $25 item, 10% is like $2. I ain't doing that. So I think my customers are the same way, so I always give at least 20, but of course I price my items accordingly. So anyway, I had sent out offers this day for this item, so it was $60 is 20% off of 75 to 60 with the shipping discount. And when I saw that it sold, I was like, okay, someone accepted my offer, and then pulled it up, and it was a full asking price sale. I was like, yes, $75. So that means that I profited $55 off of this jacket because I made $65, $55. Awesome. That was my only full price sale on Poshmark, but it's still worth it. This was a really quick flip, and I almost didn't pick this up because it didn't have a lid. So it was a Starbucks Yellow Rose of Texas, I think is what it was called, travel tumbler without the lid. There was like 4 travel tumblers there that day, and I looked all of them up. None of them had a lid. This was the only one. Comps looked to be like 20 to 25. I did pay $5 for it, but when I got an offer for $15 within a day, I just went ahead and took it. Yeah, so I mean, it was quick flip, easy to photograph, easy. So here is my first Lululemon top from my epic, I say epic, it was only like 6 pieces. For me, it was an epic Lululemon haul. I'll link that above, where I found a bunch of tank tops. And this was the first one to sell, which I get why, because it's definitely the most interesting with the camo and the crossback, and it had the attached bra. So someone sent offer to me for $30, and I took it, and I paid $3 for it. $3, yeah. And then next are these Athleta Trekkie pants. I picked them up at a sale for $2, and they sold for $30 fairly quickly, a week to 2 weeks. And last, this sold overnight. This is another one of those, you know, like I say, style or condition or over brand or over like popular trendy stuff. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. Like, there's just, I say it a lot on this channel, there's so much more into reselling than just the brand. There's just so much more. I know a lot of people would totally pass this up because it's just an Under Armour t-shirt. You know, and people like don't want to pay more than like $1 for it. But it sold in less than 24 hours. I paid $2 for it because it was half off sale. It was in excellent condition. It was an extra large. It had the graphic. Those are all the reasons I picked it up. And someone sent an offer to me for $14 in 24 hours. I said, please take it gladly. So much more than brand, people. So much more. People buy it, just like in like normal world, reselling world's the same way. People buy everything. You just have to find the right buyers, you know? And Posh, like I said, did amazing. If my other platforms had done as amazing as Posh, this would have been an epic week for me personally. But I didn't cross list, which is why eBay and Mercari suffered. I didn't cross list because I was so busy with work and Thanksgiving. So, but Poshmark, I had $542 in gross sales for an average sale price of $29. I had 19 items, 1 full price sale, 12 offers to me, and then 6 people accepted offers to likers, which, like I've mentioned before, the people accepting my offers to likers has greatly increased since I have a VA. I don't know if that's the reason or if it's because of the holiday season, but it has definitely gone up. So yeah, Posh was pretty good for me. Let's go ahead and get into eBay. I've got these Nike Fit Sole sneakers. I picked these up at the very beginning of my career, so a year and a half ago for $2 at a garage sale. They sat forever before I even listed them because they needed to be cleaned up a little bit. They actually sold pretty quickly for $18, which was full asking price, so I was really shocked about all that. And yeah, I'm glad to see them go. Oh, my kids, 1 second. I'm so sorry about all that. Okay, so next we have this Jockey navy leopard tone on tone. So it's like navy and then it's got like a shiny navy leopard print over it. These were really cool. I got it for 50 cents at a local thrift store that has 50-cent Fridays. It has sat for a very long time, over a year, but someone finally offered me $15 and I took it. These Torrid Luxe Slim Bootcut jeans. If I hadn't picked these up on $2 Pants Day, I probably wouldn't have let them go for $15. But I did. They was fairly quickly sold. It was in a few days, and yeah, so I let them go. This Tommy Hill, oh gosh, yeah, I picked this up at my Honey Hole 25-cent store. May it rest in peace. And I shouldn't have picked it up. It had a hole in it, for one. And it somehow sold still for $4. Like, things like that. I have a lot of items on my eBay right now that are like $3, $4, $5, $6 because they're flawed or they've been sitting forever, and sometimes they sell, so thank you. This Oshkosh New with Tag graphic bodysuit was a mystery box item, so I think it ended up being like $2.50 is the cost of goods there. Sold for $12. This Anna holiday sweatshirt was donated to me, so it was $0. Sold for $11. These Choco Blue Ionia slip-on canvas sneakers in 9. I paid $6. They sold for $28 fairly quickly. Like, I want to say in 2 weeks. They were in great shape. This is definitely something I shouldn't have bought, and my picture should have been better. Because you cannot, this is a terrible picture, you can't really tell what it is, can't tell what's on it. The whole reason I picked up this Cat and Jack unicorn printed dress was because of the unicorns, and you can't even see the unicorns in the picture. Anyway, I think I paid $3 for it. Someone offered me $10 and I said, please take it. I love you for that. Next I have this Hilo Hattie Hawaiian floral print dress in 2XL. It sold for $29 in a week, and I picked it up for $6. So that's it for eBay. My average sale price over there is so low. So I sold 9 items for $142, which is a $15 average sale price, which is $10 less than I want, but we're just gonna keep going with that. So yeah, next I got one sale on Kidizen, my first sale in a while, and it was this Justin Tooled leather heart belt, trophy heart belt is what it was called. Yeah, I paid $3 for it, and it sold for $20 with free shipping. Hey guys, I gotta finish this up real quick. I had one more sale, which was on Mercari. It was this Matilda Jane and Joanna Gaines collab blouse. And I paid $4 for this, and it sold for $32 with free shipping. Okay guys, so that's all of my sales for the week. It came out to be a total of 30 items for gross, okay, so before fees, before cost of goods, before shipping, gross $736 in sales for the week, which comes out to an average sale price of $25. Right on the money. That's what I shoot for my business. It was a great sales week for me on Poshmark. Like that, I am so shocked that Poshmark carried my reselling this week, because always in the past, prior to getting a VA, it has always been eBay that carries my reselling business. That is so loud. I'm so sorry, y'all. I gotta finish up. So for it to be Poshmark right now, it is solely because of my VA that's sharing. Right now they're sharing 4,000 self-shares a day for me, and I am listing 10 items a day at minimum. And it has really shown. Everything's picked up, and plus it's the holiday season, so I'm really excited about all of that. So after, if I take away a 20% off the top, I know that fees differ from all the platforms, but it's just way easier to just say 20% in fees off. I take off all the shipping discounts, shipping that I paid on like Kidizen and Mercari, and take away my cost of goods. Comes out to $450 in profit for the week, which I will gladly take. Now that is before taxes. I don't feel like I mentioned that in every video, but you do still have to pay taxes. So it's probably like 25 to 30% of that will go to taxes later that I put aside. But still, I'm very happy with it. So anyway, thank y'all so much for watching, and I'm really sorry about like the choppiness, the 3-year-old. What can I say? That's mom life, and I wouldn't change it for the world. So please comment below what you thought my best sell was. Did anything surprise you? Is any of this something that you would or wouldn't pick up? And maybe let me know what your best sell was of last week. Thanks so much. Give me a thumbs up. Think about subscribing, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.